Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Satisfactory with Pancake the Paladin. We are on episode 18 in the midst of Operation Pretty Stuff Up. Last time, that's what we did. We prettied up this little bit at the very, very end just by covering everything so we can walk over all of our storage as well as around on top. We cleared off our initial base of operations, our starter base. When running through here at one point a little earlier, I noticed it's like specifically this right here was still a Mark 1 belt. It wasn't hurting anything. This was still running at full capacity. Here, have some more stuff. But it was annoying to me that that was happening. Last time we also set up a few of our productions in our new prettied up situation. We have concrete, we have our steel production, and we have all of our copper set up and ready to go and going. Something I want to do as part of Operation Pretty Stuff Up is set up smart splitters, which if you remember where they go, in logistics, where splitters always are, you can decide if and when to send things through a smart splitter. I want to set it up now that we're all the way over here. Let me run all the way back. In our storage area, I would like to set up a smart splitter situation for overflow to sync overflow parts. So, for example, you can see that like cables are backed up, quartz and silica are backed up, sheets are backed up, copper pipes are backed up. But what we could do is set a smart splitter like along this line and just shoot out an overflow that goes over, maybe? I'm not sure where it would go yet, but it would all probably link up and run down our middle line here and go into a sink somewhere. Maybe right over here. Maybe this would be a great spot for it. So we could have our sink, which is under special. Oh no, this probably won't work because these things are tall AF. Yeah. So if we put that there, picking up through, oh yeah, no, that's way too tall. What about outside? We put the awesome sink out here so we can get rid of these. I think there's another one of those right there that I can get back. Give it. And then we put this sink here. No, that runs into our stairs. Why is the awesome sink so big? I actually do want to leave this. Just to have, I don't know, more room or uniformity? I don't know. Well, that's a problem for Pancake another day. Or maybe later today. I don't know. But right now, that's not what I want. Right now we want to go set up our last four starter base productions. And I've also been thinking about I don't know that we're actually going to redo anything in here. We have it all set up. It looks kind of like a mess, which is kind of what I wanted. A mess, but an organized mess. And so I don't know that I need to actually change anything in here. We'll see if we can facilitate like a walkway through here. But if we'll have to see. We might be able to if we roll back some windows. We'll see. We'll see. We have after last episode some windows that are available to be on a slant, on an angle, so that could potentially work out in our favor. But next, Quickwire. I was trying to think how we would be able to either shift it so this isn't encircled by screws, or make it look okay in here. And I think I figured it out. So what we're gonna do is starting, let's see. Give me this. Starting right, let's see, we're gonna run there. Here. That look okay? Have one thing here. We will run our Quickwire up and then run it out here and connect it there. And then we will have our screws kind of like around it. So that way we can leave this as is and it won't look awful. I don't think anyway. And we'll have to, I guess, be the judge of that as we move through. And then we'll connect these. Straight modes, please. There we go. So then our Quickwire will come out here. And for Quickwire, we had 6 machines. Right? Yeah, 6 machines. Technically, we could have done what we needed to do for Quickwire with 5. But we went with 6 because it worked out better for our production. How do we want to do these? We could just to do something different, because we've done the back-to-back over there, we've done the back-to-back over there, and we've done this back-to-back with our little squat buds. I love this. I love those so much. They're cute. Which is a weird thing to say about a conveyor lift, but I think they're cute. We could do the opposite, where we have, please, thank you. We can put a constructor, let's see, that wouldn't work. We have to put it here. I guess we don't have to put it on the square. We could put it on the half. Put one there. And if I put one directly across on the half, can I fit 2 mergers? Right, like this. Organization, mergers. Oh, I can. How about that? So then these can be our 2 quick wires that are 33.33333333%. How about that? I didn't think that was gonna work. And I don't remember if I fully explained my thought process with these, but the way it worked best. Why is that being weird if I control? I don't know. Because we need these. It'll be a total of 400 Quickwire. Is that right? That can't be right. Because this will be 60, 180. No, 120, 180. Oh, it was 6 full. There we go. That's what it was. 6 full, 2 not full. I had my numbers funky. That'll be 200. So it's at 60, 120, 180, 200. But as I was saying, it works best for our belt situation, and because we have our AI limiters also being built downstairs, and the AI limiters require for 2 machines to have 200 Quickwire a minute. And so because I'm making a total of 400, it just made sense to me to go ahead and build out the lines to give me 200 a pop. And that, I feel like, makes logical sense, at least to me. Maybe not to anybody else, but so then we can put our conveyor lift right here, which if I remember correctly is a Mark III. And then we can immediately place a splitter. I know I could make a splitter literally on top of it, but I just do not like the way it looks when they have the splitter directly on top. It just is not a good look. Let's go ahead and keep these inside this edge here, so that way we can run our what are they called? Screws around the outside, and that would still have room. How close did I put it over there? Whee! Okay, we can do it this way. Oh, wrong, too far. Yeah, that works. But I want to have room still for screws, so that way we don't have to mess with anything else further down the line. I did not mean to fall, but here we are. How many Caterium ingot in the real world? 12. Oh, so I don't even know if I need a Mark III coming up. Is what's 12 by 4? What is 12 by 4? 48. I was thinking, whatever, it's 48. So we really need a Mark II coming up. There. Look at us doing something different. I like it. Alright. Up. 2. Up. Next, we can move this back to a Mark II. Mark II. I'm underneath. Whee! Fly. Oh yeah. This like the other hopper. I could. Oh wow. I didn't realize that I lined that up perfectly. That's nice to see. But we have to turn it around. And here we go. We've got Caterium heading up. We need to run this out a little bit more, obviously. Maybe, actually. I don't have a problem with that coming out the side if we put a wall here. I think that'll look okay. Now we need to run power and our little barrier guys. In the meantime, in the interim, I was able to find a blueprint that I was talking about last time. It's yesterday for me in real life. For putting the lights on these. So I don't know how I'm going to incorporate that yet, but I am. When I get that figured out, I'll let you know. Now let's circle this bad boy. I should have put the corner thingies down first. That's okay. Whee! Now, to run our power, I think we're going to need to do this a little differently than we had done the other ones. Just because of the way we have this set up, we'll need to... Hello, friend. we'll need to run it in that middle, in the middle of those two conveyors right there. I don't think that's going to be too bad. Oh, nope. These. There we go. 12. Run, jump, glide. And then 12. Sorry for being in... Nope. Why are you doing this? Why are you being this way? Can I grab that from here? Oh, wow. Why are you being this way? Grab. There we go. And if I remember correctly, if I want to have that... Oh, I thought I was going to have to. Oh, I do. I don't think I needed to have to, but I did. I could have found the sweet spot there. Beam connector. Go grab my H-beam that is already in that cool unpainted... Wait, why are you doing this? And that way. Yeah. I think we're going to... Nope. Why are you going this way? Come over here. Oh, why are you a little higher? I know why you're a little higher. Because I made this 12 feet, but it was a little bit up. So technically, it was 13 feet. To get technical... And now it's going to do this to me. I'm not even going to fight you. I won't. I'm not going to fight you. You can't make me. 12. You can't make me fight you. You probably could if you really wanted to, but I'm not gonna fight a whole beam situation. Much better. Love it when things work out. Now we need power. We'll do our double Mark 1. Get power from something. And we'll do our normal Mark 1. Up here. 4 times. They're not 100% even, which I guess is probably okay. Maybe. I'm gonna pretend it's okay. Bam. Do I want to run power across like this, or do I run it here? So let's put up a wall. Walls. Oh yeah, we have our new wall. What do these look like? Are you gonna be purple? No. Do I like that? Do this? Or do I want this? Don't hate that. You don't want to go on the corner. Why? Why don't you want to go on the corner? Well, that worked out. And then we have power. Now we have Quickwire. Right? Yes, we do. Looking great. Oh, and I can run them the rest of the way down now. While we think about screws being next. Whee! Then we'll run screws around. We'll need at least, to have this the way I want it, it'll need to be at least 2 more wide in the back. I think 2 more wide is going to be good. run it down as far as I can. Because we're going to need 10 machines for screws. I think we're going to have, let's see, just right here. Did I need 2 more in the back? I just need 1. I'm going to run just an easy 10 constructors. Yeah, and then this would come down that way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, could do 1 more on the outside here. 6. Then just 7, 8, 9er, and then 10. Have a little path here to run the other screw group through. We're going on an adventure. Please. I think that's the play. And then we will be able to fit, I think, iron rods in right here. And then we're going to do something with iron plates over there. Look at that. My light was on. The light's always on. And we'll have 5 mergers, if I remember correctly. We do 5 each because we had it split evenly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many at a time? It's 50 at a time? 50 at a time. So this is 50. Let's go Mark 2, 100, 150. We already got to go to a Mark 3. Mark 3. Run this all the way down as far as we can. Well, to here anyway. Then we'd connect that. Need to have, excuse me, one of these right. Ooh. Is that gonna work for what I want? How bad does this look? I put this here. Oh, that's not bad at all. I thought that was going to be a really bad clip. It's not a really bad clip. It's a little bit of a clip, but not a bad clip. Then we have the next 5 that are going to run along that other path there. So we'll have 1. And then we'll merge them up here from both sides. If I remember correctly, we're not going to need to break out the line anywhere for... Oops. Yes, we will need to go out to here. Far. Corner, 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 corner. And by break out our line anywhere, I mean I don't believe we will need to have multiple entry points for our ingot. I think we're going to be okay with just a single, because we need 120.5, 121, wait, no, 125. Why did I have, I think if I remember correctly when I made it, I just sent up 120, and I knew it wasn't going to be the most efficient thing in the world, if I remember correctly. Which no promises that I do remember correctly. Here we go. But I think that's why we did that. We didn't want to mess with just, like, you know, trying to find an extra 5 here or there. And I think I should be able to recognize at least below which of the pieces it was that came up. 12. Whoa, please. Why? Oh no. We did it. We fixed it. So I'm sitting here thinking, hold on, 12, 24, 36, 48, into the scale. No. 60. Yeah, this is a jar too. I was sitting here thinking that I think at the beginning of this, I said episode 18. I think we're on episode 19. So if I did say episode 18 at the beginning, and we're actually on episode 19, sorry for any confusion. Here we go. Alright, now we gotta come down. Oh, wow. And that was the one for screws right here. No, please. Actually, this I want will be the outside, maybe? Is that what I'm going to want? So we'll need to have... Let's see. Wait, what's happening here? I don't have them going that way and then coming out. Wait, this is Mark 3. That would have been... Oh, because I just deleted it. That's why, you ding. We'll need to put a Mark 2. Let's see, out to... Let's go ahead and put a wall here. So just so we can have a conveyor hole. We went with this. Just so we can have a conveyor hole. This isn't gonna stay, but turn. There we go. Get out of here. Get out of here, light. Get out of here. Dismantle mode. Get out of here. Stuff. Jump. Up and we're up. Now we need to run power. How do we want to do power here? Have our double outlet that can get us the power. Everything else has been that long way. But this one, I think, isn't going to be able to be the long way. Maybe even every one of these is going to get their own power? Is that what's going to happen? That might be what happens. Hold on, I have a thought, I have a plan. We did this one a little differently than the others, obviously. We ran it across the back a long ways, and we are going to attach from the power across at our friends in Quickwire over to here, and then we just ran double wall mounts all the way down and connected each to their own individual one. Now doing this should power everything on. It did. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Screws are done. Do I want to run a thing all the way down here to block this in? Loosely, this is how this is going to be for now. This may change. As well as these paths I made in between everything. I already don't like them, so they are going to go. Next, we need to work on our iron pipes and our iron plates. which are both 12 machines a pop, which is a lot of machines. Get out of here, you not good looking conveyor. No, walking paths that I don't like anymore. I didn't. Again, things I don't intend. This path just runs perfectly along over to there, which is nice. Next, like we said, we had 12 for plates, 12 for screws. No, 12 for rods. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you know, I said I didn't want to do the back-to-back thing again, but if it's gonna work out that perfectly for me, I mean, I don't know that I can not do that. 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, 6 of them. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Isn't it? Except for, no, I didn't do it backwards. Let me just leave a space between the song. The space between. That's from something. I mean, obviously I know it's a song, but I don't remember who sings it. And then if I do this, another 6. Oh my gosh, and then it'll leave a perfect little path here. Whatever we do with plates over here. Get out of my face with how perfectly that worked out. I swear I didn't plan that ahead of time. My intention was just to build and continue building until I figured out how it was going to work out best. And it friggin' just kind of did. Ain't even mad about it. Ain't even mad. Over here. Ah. Oh wait. Ooh, it's not going to be as perfect as I thought. Well, I'll be able to sneak through. Right? Yeah, there's plenty of space there. It'll just be if that's how I want it. Which, I mean, I think I'm going to want it like that just if for no other reason, because it works that way. Yeah. Yeah. So then we'll have our uppies here. Uppies. Right here. And it's a mark. I think it's a mark. Well, let's do the math. 15 by 12 machines. It is a Mark 3. 3. That comes up. Then we get our splitters. Splitters. Nope. I know where things are. I promise. Okay. The rod situation is set up, except for we don't have power yet, but that's okay. So we are going to need, what did we decide? 180? No, it was 15 by 12. Yeah, 180. I need to remember which, I think it was the other. This one was the other, and both of these were for the plates. Now if we just do another wall like that, give us another conveyor floor hole. That connects. There's no way, right? Ah. It's like just a bit too far. Beautiful. Beautiful and beautimous and beautiful. Now we just need to hook up power and we can move on to plates and finish this up here. There we go. We're going to run power from our screws over to here. We can run this double wall outlet there. Connect from here to this back side. And then just run all the way down. Oh, that's making these all doubles. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. We just want the single ones. In my mind, I'm loosely trying to line them up with the like power indicator light for the one that I'm standing on. But I know it's not going perfectly with that, but that's alright. And then I'm trying to rack my brain on how I'm going to want to do the plates. I'm going to need 2 entry ports for the plate. Because I don't have fast enough belts for a single entry point. And so do I want to do just like 2 little sections that we end up merging together? Or do I want to do some lines like I have here? And I think for the sake of mixing it up, wait, hold on, here we go. And boom. We alive? It is alive. And for the sake of mixing it up, we'll have like our merger for the plates coming out here. And we'll try to fit this in over there. So let's go ahead and run our plate situation back through. Come here, fella. Wee. Stay. Wee. We'll turn. Oh. Right here. That's going to work, right? Oh, yeah. And that connects. If that's going to have to make an adjustment, I want to put this in the middle then. I put it off to the side a little bit just for the sake of hoping that it would line up the way I had it. But if it's going to be a little cattywampus, then we're going to put it in the middle. So if I remember correctly, we would have a section of 4 and a section of 8 for iron plate. Come down here and double check. Yeah, because it's 1 to 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Go ahead and run that over. Just to get out of the way. Oh, wait. Do this. And while I know it's not actually going to have a conveyor wall hole, it still looks like it has a conveyor wall hole, which is really what we want, right? Right. Thank you for agreeing with me, Me. No problem, Me. We're going to have a section of 4. I wonder if I need to put... I'm going to need to figure out my getting out and up and down. But that's a problem for another day. I think we can fit our section of 4. We want to have a little space out of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have our floor hole. We could put our floor holes like next to each other. That could be fun, right? 1 here and 1 here. Zoop you on down. That's fun. We like fun here. And then we'd make our splitties. Splitties, not our mergies. Like so. I should probably make iron plates before I do anything else. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they're on rods. Plates. Make make, and make. Then we'd have our merges. Again, 4 spot, 2, 3, and this ends up making 80, right? It's 30 to 20. Yeah. It does need to be a Mark 2. Oops. These all can be Mark 1s. Now for the other 8, I can wait. Is it gonna be this easy? No, it is not going to be this easy. It's not going to work out as perfectly as I want. I have a couple of options on how I want to do it, and I'm not sure yet. I could just intersperse these 8 throughout. So like put 8. Maybe that's what I want to do, just to do something different. So like, I thought about doing, here we go. So we can do 1, 2, and 3. Oh, is it going to be that easy? Just do it then. 1, 2, 3. Please. Please. 4 and 5. It is going to be that easy, huh? Well, gang, I thought this was going to be more difficult than that. But this just continues. Just work the way I need it to. In ways that are surprising to me. Oh, goodness. Redded out our whole screen there. Oh, wait. What are we going to do for our... Getting the ingots over here. That's a not right now problem. Oh, why? What? Why would you do that? Conveyor mechanics. I have an idea on how I'm going to do that, by the way. So here's 20, 40, 60, up to Mark 2. That was 60, so 80, 100, 120. Now, into the Mark 3. For a solid 2, what is it? 240? 20 by 12 is 240. So I had that math wrong. Wait. 20, 20, 40, 60. So this should be Mark 2 now. No, Mark 1. This should be Mark 2. 80, 100. I only made 8, not 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Math, dude. Math. This is 8. 12 by, here, 20 by 8. Math. Isn't it something? So here's what we're going to do. We have then 8. So 30 by 8. Nope. Is 240. This is a Mark 3 belt coming up. We come up to a splitter here. And then we do one of these numbers. Like that. Not there. I didn't put my mergers yet. Or splitters. I didn't put my stuff. 1, 2, 3. Now I wanted to, I said I was doing this because I wanted to give it space to breathe. But now it is looking a little tight over in the iron plate area. I don't I kind of like the way I have it laid out. What am I mad about? Am I mad about? I don't think so. I don't think so. But then we just split our way down the rest. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. I had been at one point. I paused the recording and I thought I had forgotten to unpause it for a while. And I had just a minor panic attack. Not a full one. Just a little guy. There we go. And then this will be Mark 2, Mark 2. So then we have 30 by 5. So this one still needs to be Mark 3 coming in. There. So now, we run them down. Whee. I think we get rid of this for now. These, we get 2 more of these. One here, one there. 2 conveyor wall holes. You connect that one. You. Where were you? Run along the side here to where you're about in line here. And then connect to, nope. Connect to this one. Why are you? Why are you? And then we have up. Build this. Whoa, whoa. Here. This should be a Mark 2. This should be a Mark 3. We'll helper floor the guy here. Mark 2. Deep, deep. Like so. Mark 3. Beep, beep, boop, bop. And you connect here. And you connect there. Get out of here. Now those should be running up, and all we'll need to do is run power, and we'll be done with that ish. Before we run power, I want to do our encirclement of the area. So I can make sure I have a good understanding of where I should run the power. Oh, that's gonna clip. That's annoying. I will. This eliminates the whole thing. No matter what I do, if I put it over here, it'll clip as well. How do I want to address that? I don't know yet. I just don't know yet. So for power, anyway, as I was saying, maybe I can make some sort of conjunction for all of these power things. So there would be a power here and 11 H control down. And this should run. Why are you? Oh no. Is this, oh, this is gonna be terrible if this lines up. So this lines up here, but it doesn't line up with that one. Okay, there's not gonna be a conjunction. There is not. Shoot. That means those ones at least are a little high. That's not a problem. kind of a problem. Undo what I just did. And then I can run another back along this line here. Oh, but then my clipping problem. Everything had been working out so perfectly, and now it's not. 11. It's okay. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get this figured out. I promise me. We're gonna figure it out. Double outlet. Double outlet. Connecting. Then I think we do. Man, it really needs to like converge here. It really does. And it, which means that I think these ones are too high. Just put it on a diagonal. Is anyone gonna notice? Besides me and you? No, surely not. I don't think they would. Why would they ever notice something silly like that? I might come back and fix that at some point. I likely won't. But now we need power. This should be all the power we need. Wall outlet. Need that one. These two. These two. These two. I don't think I need that double outlet. And each of these, well, unless I want to run something along the back side here. Like I did over there. Is that what I want to do? I think it is. You can at least get these ones up and booted. Right? Yeah. And life. Sweet life for you, my lovelies. And then each of these get their own. We have power set up for our iron plate. And what's this? There's a walking path over here? How did that happen? Well, do you remember earlier in this very episode when I was like, oh man, I thought I had kept it on pause and then never picked the recording back up. Well, it happened later. Luckily, I only recorded for another like 5 or 10 minutes. So the only things you missed, my friendlies, are we got power set up for our iron plates, and we made this whole thing a little more walkable all the way around. We can come down to here and check on our copper sheets. We can run all the way down and overview our iron rods, our iron plates, run down and check on the screws, and then come back down our big path to see how the rest of everything is. That's it. That's all that you missed. Now I do want to go ahead and get this started. Wee. Said we. And then also, again, with the Wii. Wait, there, Wii. So, just checking back in here at the end. Next time we get together, we are going to try to figure out something for over here. Because I do want to walk. Goodness, words sure are words, huh? I do want to be able to walk through here. So I'm thinking maybe for all of these, where they go up, instead they go down. And I think that'll be enough. Maybe. Except for maybe the... Well, these can probably go down too. Now that I'm here and using my thinker. I just need this path clear. So anything else going up on the edges can continue to go up. But if it's happening down the middle times, those will need to goes down. But we'll figure it out together in the next time. So, with that being said, I hope you've had a really good day today. I hope you have an even better day tomorrow. I hope you're as happy with all this as I am. I think this looks just well. And we will see you again in the next one. See ya!